For the want of the nails, the shoe was lost. For the want of the shoes, the horse was lost. For the want of the horse, the rider was lost. And for the want of the rider, the battle was lost. For the want of the battle, the kingdom was lost. And all for the want of the horseshoe nail. It's Sunday. Welcome back to the Paint and the Pendulum on the Heroes and the Hooligans. It's Sunday night and we're back and we in Boat Castle with the Argent and the Quintex. Welcome back.
I am grateful to be back.
I tell you, this place has such amazing cuisine.
And they're really kind to make you new clothes.
Yes, and philosophical.
I feel like a new man.
I feel completely out of my element.
What is a new
nice
good element?
clothes again. It is very nice to wear clothes again.
Yes, I've never seen you wear clothes before.
You've been there an entire day. You've been living in the lap. It's the most luxurious thing you've ever seen, ever thought about. You didn't even consider this level of luxury. And dinner time the next day comes, and it's as sumptuous as the day before. And around course 3, Argent walks back in. You're here. It's so good to have visitors.
Yes. Thank you for allowing us to stay.
What again brought you here?
The artifact, like we had mentioned last night.
Yes.
Kind of everything going on in the world that's kind of awful, and us wanting to fix it.
Yes, so sad.
Possible. It might be nice if we could have more friends.
The friends are good.
Yes. Also, we're a little concerned because of scratch that. Nope, not talking about that. Nope.
Yeah.
We just have many concerns that we wish to fix within the world.
Such as?
Well, you've heard of the zombies, I'm sure, by now.
The zombies.
Oh, did we not mention
What's
that?
is the zombies?
Oh, yeah. See, here's the thing. Someone killed the... Well, Matria was actually run by hags, and someone killed the hags.
Slow down. Slow down. What is this?
Basically, there was... Because of reasons...
What is the reasons?
Actually, I'm not exactly sure. Something about Matria was run by hags and...
Handuk, you're Matria, yes?
Yes, I am from Matria.
What is the reasons?
Well, there was a necromancer behind the scenes who was in league with some sort of devil or demon.
Oh, it's the worst.
And this was blown up in a zombie apocalypse in which the Matrian... Yes, well, the Matrian Oath, it turns out, was a contract with the devil.
The oath?
Yes. I believe the oath has linked these people irrevocably to some sort of evil magic.
Ugh,
I've heard of some talk of blood gems.
the blood gems.
There's so many strange rumors. Yes. But who is to know these things? The one thing we know is that the world is an absolute mess, and the human population's genetic stuff is not quite enough to regenerate the race as it would be.
I do love the humans. Yes. And what? How can I help?
Well, you are in possession of an item that we could use in conjunction with other items
What is this
to
item?
reverse the fortunes.
And save the world.
And what is this item?
There's a hammer of retribution, and then there's a
Heinrich,
whole
so we have
list.
this hammer. Oh, oh, yes. No, that's not here. And what else?
Well,
What else was it that we were searching for? I forget.
I wasn't there for the
Someone
actual
has
beginning.
the homework, certainly. Let me look
Yes.
through my notes here. My, oh my, this old brain of mine, I can't remember a thing. I remember the hammer because Tick Watchman was so interested in having this item.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
I know this hammer. I do not have it.
one moment. Trying to look through and rack my brain for things.
If I had the hammer, I would hammer in the morning. I would hammer in the evening. I would be hammering
It's supper time?
in the summertime and the summertime.
Truly, Argent, this place is a place of indulgence and wonder and complete artistry.
It's I hope it's an inspiration.
Have you heard of Escort College? This place sort of reminds me of Escort College.
I've not heard of this. I know Escort Pass. A dangerous place. Is this new?
Escort, yes. Escort College is new.
It takes so long to get news.
Yes, you're very far away. Why have you decided to live so far?
Have you looked around? It's perfect.
Very cold and not pleasant.
It's cold, but perfect.
My old bones take a hit to
The
this weather.
bones, yes, and also is perfect.
It is a perfect location for solitude and thought. Very
I-
protected. I understand.
The hammer. So the hammer
And-
is yes.
Okay, we're also looking. I've been talking with Tick, going through our list.
Yes.
Okay, that's in the Underdark. The Hand of the Mage. We found the elemental gems. A bead of force.
Ooh, the beat of force. Heinrich, we have the beat of force. We do. We do have. Heinrich.
Interesting.
What would you do with the beat of force?
Well, we know a man who
Yes.
could take most of these items that we've been assigned to find and can put them together in this
And
great invention that could. Basically, we're trying to mess with time and go back to where.
oof, with time.
Yes, it's very
The
dangerous.
very time itself. And time. And do what?
We're hoping we could change little things, not the big things, but little things, just enough to hopefully make a big enough change that maybe certain things don't happen.
So you get the time. Let's call it time machine, and you get the machine, and you make the machine work. And when do you go back to? When is the time that you go back to?
We still are discussing the best
Yes.
time to go back to where things maybe don't happen as bad as they do. I know we need to do something about Matria.
Matria, yes.
Yeah. Maybe we go back and deal with the necromancer before he can make this deal with the hags.
Such a bad guy. What is his
Yes.
name?
The necromancer?
Yes.
Yes.
I believe his foul name, which I dare speak with my purified words, was Lifka.
Ah, the
May the
lifter.
stars curse him.
The worst. The worst. He came here spinning lots of nice things to hear. Nice to hear, and yet smells a rat.
He worked for someone else, some demon.
The worst. It's a beat of force.
Yes, the beat of force.
What must we
this beat of
do
force
for this?
Helps you. Helps. Yes.
It
Yes.
does help.
It would help us.
Heinrich finds the beat of force. The hammer we do not have. But
Do you know who has the hammer?
yes, I do. I do know.
Can you partake with that knowledge?
Yes. And also, I have to tell you, you have to take the leap of the faith to make it happen. That's all I can say.
Okay.
Well, I'm very good at leaping, so that should not be a problem.
Yes, I saw Master Elion charge headfirst into darkness one time.
Leap of faith.
The leap of the faith.
Oh.
Oh,
What is it, Sylvia?
why are you
I
going? Oh,
may be wrong, but I'm hoping I am. This leap, would it have any connection to a joyful end?
Ooh, the joyful end. No.
oh no!
Oh, such funny guys.
Oh my god!
But no. The leap of faith is close. It's at the troll tongue, and you take the leap of faith. It's close. It's less than a day, 2 days tops.
All right. Cool.
Heinrich. This is why we're such good partners. You bring the beat of force for my friends. The Sylvia, the Mrs. Scully, the Handuk, the Elliot and the Bryden, and the Rin, and the Tick. We are friends now, yes?
Oh yes.
Certainly.
Oh, yes, you've treated us
course.
so kindly.
You take the Beta Force, and you please promise me you do only good things, and you restore order, and you save the zombies. You save them.
Save the zombies.
These people don't know. They didn't know when they took the oath. It's a major
I believe he means save the humans.
You mean to tell me you have a way of reversing the zompocalypse?
You said that if I
No.
give you the Beta Force, you go back in time and you save the people from becoming the zombies. Yes?
Yes.
Yes, we
If it
solemnly
means-
swear to do our best to stop that from happening.
Even if it would blink me out of existence in the time-space continuum sense, I would still do it to save all those people.
Oof.
I jut out my jaw.
Exactly, Handuk. I'm with you.
I'll take that leap right behind you, Handuk.
I knew a man called, his name was Calvin and Decline, and he blinked, he faded from existence. Because he couldn't play the Johnny B. Goods just quite right. I hope this does not happen to you, Mr. Hanzuk.
My God, the God of the stars, will protect me or banish me, Sir Argent.
Oh, this Sterningot. This Sterningot doesn't care about the zombies, and also he is a very powerful god. The Sterningot.
I believe the worship upon the god is like your feet being tickled. For God, that is.
Is a very powerful. And also, I'm not sure he cares. And yet, here's my question. You follower of the Sterling God, entropy, yes, is the one power, one universal force. And also, all of his followers, like you, Hanuk, believe in the order and restoring life. And yet, entropy is the force that everything is following under the Stone God, and you are restoring the life. I don't understand. It seems like a paradox.
Well, I've never thought of it that way. I've always thought to just right the wrongs.
I mean, I believe in the order and the preservation and the conservation, and I am a conservationist, and yet the entropy of this universe is the force, and also the Sterling God is the force of the universe, and yet he empowers such as you, Hanuk, to restore. I don't understand.
It is my calling. I've decided to make this world a better place for all the little children upon the lands, and they must not suffer this fate. I've seen horrible things. People munching on each other's bones.
Oh,
Birds pulling the eyes out of cats.
Taliba!
Cats jumping on pigeons.
Oh, it's reversed.
Other
Listen.
horrors.
Take this beat of force and go to the leap of faith. And I wish you the best of luck. And you stay here as long as you need, and you eat as well as you want until you leave and take the leap of faith. And I wish you the best of luck.
Your hospitality is without parallel. We greatly thank you.
Oh,
Thank
what
you.
is this?
Thank you.
No, this can't be.
What's going on? Tell us.
Oh, it must. It cannot be true. Yes? Oh,
Maybe?
I must go. And Heinrich, tell them about this. I bid you, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, good luck, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen,
Arrivederci.
arrivederci, and what else? What do the gnomes say?
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. No, they say that. That's thank you. No, konnichiwa.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Heinrich
Bye-bye.
walks up to who appears to be the leader of your group.
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Oh, God. I guess that's me.
Okay. Heinrich walks up and he slips you a note. I'm going to slip you the note and you're going to read the note.
It's a no.
It is the very essence of a note.
The very essence
If
of
there was ever a note, this is one.
The note.
Oh.
Do we notice this note getting transferred?
I think I'll wait until we are alone and then tell everyone that apparently there's a worldwide lottery known as the Wondrous Works of, I'm going to butcher this, the Rutenmark, and it's basically to have a personally guided tour of the wondrous works that he has, and the tour will be led by the great Rutenmark himself.
Huh.
Yeah.
I whisper, isn't Rutenmark the golden dragon?
I mean,
Sworn enemy of the dragon from Haberon, which Sylvia, no, Rosada Rib Splitter.
Heinrich whispers in, you mean Maestron?
Maestra?
Yes,
Maestron.
Maestra.
that is it. Terrible. Terrible.
Okay, here's the thing, though. Is this person awful? Yeah, probably. But he might have stuff we need.
And also enemy of Sayano Arborville. Oh, you didn't hear that from me.
I suddenly remember with explaining all of this to the group, giving a wink to the very kind man who is giving us this information.
I give him a wink too, sure.
Heinrich.
And a side jaw jutting.
Yes, we most certainly did not get this information from you. We just suddenly remember from our travels.
Someone do an insight check. Who's got the highest?
I got +9 up here.
I got +10.
Ooh,
Oh.
let's roll it up. Roll it up.
Go, Sylvia.
All right.
Yeah, that's a big
Better than
insult.
my 8.
Dirty 20.
I have a 1.
It's a dirty 20. It's a dirty
An
20.
adjusted 20.
Yeah.
I got 5.
Dirty 20 is much better than adjusted 20. Okay. Let's remember the tale of the Tontine. The dragons of the realm agreed to enter into a Tontine. They agreed to infiltrate the cities and kingdoms of the pre-schism realm and begin to consolidate treasure. The treasures were to be hoarded. As members die, their shares devolve into the other participants. And the value of each annuity increases. Upon the death of the last member, the Tontine is concluded.
Okay. So basically, worldwide lottery to go look at Dragon Horde. Got it. More or less. Where is this lottery being held? And what are the rules surrounding it?
Heinrich slips you with the beat of force. He slips you a small envelope. And inside of the envelope is a golden ticket.
Okay.
Now, you can go. Just one of you. You choose.
Oh. Only one. Okay.
What skill would be best?
Argent walks back in. Yeah. Now, listen. Handuk, you pray, correct?
Oh, every 35 and 3/4 minutes.
Interesting. 35 and 3/4 minutes. That's
Just a maintenance prayer.
5 and 45 seconds. Is that correct? 45 seconds?
Yes.
I say fine. Pray for anything you want. Pray for anything. But what about the divine plan? Remember, the divine plan, long time ago, the Star God made a divine plan. Yes?
No.
And yes, he made a divine plan. And it was outstanding. And he decided it was a good plan. Yes?
Well, it all depends. I had the blessing of the Star Child, but she was taken away.
That's true.
And then-
Yes. And he put it into practice. And for billions and billions of years, the divine plan has been doing just fine. And the Star Child was a big part of the plan. True. And now you come along and you pray for something. Yes?
Yes.
And suppose the plan, the thing you think and you pray for wasn't in the Star God's plan. Then what?
Well,
You want him to change his plan just for you?
perhaps I am the chosen Messiah of the Star
That
God.
seems a little arrogant to the divine plan, doesn't it? What's the use of a divine plan if every rundown Handuk with a 2 gold piece prayer book can come along and fuck up your plan? I'm just thinking from his perspective. And here's something else with another problem. Is suppose your prayers aren't answered. What do you say? Well, it's God's will. the Star God will be done, but it's God's will. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and he wants to do anyway. What's the thought? Bother praying in the first place? Seems like a big wasting of time to me. Couldn't you just skip the
No,
prayer?
you're totally wrong, Arjun. I dare to protest. Actually, that
are
God's
you
power
teaching the Star God?
exists.
But are you trying to inform the Star God? I mean, you're praying like he didn't already think about the plan. It's all part of the plan. It's all very confusing.
No.
Now, tell me.
You shan't divert me from my ordained mission from God. Your silver tongue. No. I am quite assured to reach my heaven in approximately another 37 and a half years when I will be 135 is the prediction upon my death day where I will join the stars. But until then, I don't like you questioning my Star God's faith.
Anduk, understand me? I am with you on this. I am on your side. If you need the beat of force, you get the beat of force. I just have the questions. It's not often I have visitors. And you come here and I have questions and I have musings and I have questions. And I wonder about these things with the Star God.
Well, I can tell you, Argent, that across the lands right now, as we discuss gods and powers, there are people being eaten alive by zombies. There are cities that are burning to the ground. There are libraries, perhaps, that are on fire. There are gnomes who are perhaps being assassinated by
the gnomes,
by secret assassins.
The humans.
At this very moment, while we discuss, perhaps we could have another sorbet before we entreat.
Heinrich, the sorbet, raspberry this time.
I was being sarcastic.
What? No. Let there be sorbet.
No, that's sarcastic. Wait, those words.
She wore a raspberry sorbet, the kind you find at the second-hand store.
But he kind of has a point. I mean, the Star God does have this divine plan. Shouldn't he have planned for all of this? Does that mean he just doesn't care and said that he was okay with all of this?
This was part of his plan.
Yes, the only point is the time travel is very tricky. If he has a plan, then the plan is in motion. And how do we know if you going back and changing time itself, the very nature of the time, space, time fabric of the universe is part of the plan or not part of the plan? Are you subverting the plan or are you executing the plan? We don't know. I don't know.
I have faith that Handuk is the god's plan, and that perhaps this was Handuk's destiny all along to travel back and perhaps fix things.
Yes, and save the very human race. And the elves and dwarves and gnomes.
Yes, but I do like the humans most. They
and
live.
We are these humans you speak of.
Yes, they don't linger. They live and they get out. They get in, they get out. These humans, they live so much and then they gone. They know they're gone and they live and they're gone. It's not like these elves that linger for centuries.
That's probably become competition for such an ancient creature such as yourself.
Yeah. Who cares?
But these poor humans, and well, Matria is an exception to live such long lives, but yet to waste such a long life is such an irony.
I say live, don't linger. Get in, get out. I love it. And takes the beat of force. And also, the raspberry sorbet is so good. And good night.
Right?
At this point, Ren will stand and say, "When will we go?"
We can go. Is
Soon?
It's so cold outside.
the question,
Ma-
is this lottery soon, or can we do the leap of faith first?
Heinrich says, "You have plenty of time. You'll know when you're called. But take the golden ticket when the time comes."
Okay, I'm just gonna hold on to this ticket for now, and I guess the bead, and let's go take a leap of faith.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, they
Anyway.
point to your map, and it points you back in the region of what were they called? What was their name? The Blue Dragon and her people, which are called Jurgen Mander.
Yeah, and we settled some unfortunate refugees.
Oh, wait. Do we maybe want to see if Argent wants more guests? Because I think he would treat them a lot better
Yes.
than the dragon we
Yeah,
left
I
them
thought the
with.
same thing.
I still feel really bad about leaving them with her.
At least they're still alive, I think. But I do not
We hope.
think she will partake with the people we gave as good faith. If we take him away, I think we might cause a problem that we not want to encounter.
Yes, we'd have to deal with her magical glue that keeps those people attached to her, which we may have to kill her in order to make that dissolve. I don't know.
Exactly.
And
We may
killing her
have to
doesn't
kill
seem
her.
an easy task.
No. But I don't like her.
No. She's not the worst villain.
But I'm amazing.
Oh my god, it's so scary.
I wish her to grow into a different personality, hopefully, later in life.
Well,
Okay.
dragons seem to mature very slowly.
She's got to sleep at some point, right? I'm not saying that maybe I go and slit her throat in her sleep, but
It sounds
I
doable.
I realize it's an awful idea, and she's young, and that's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
But
If we have no other ideas, I could, in theory, do that.
Also, couldn't we bargain these other dragons between the dragons for their items and become dragon assassinators, and then thusly gain favor with certain dragons and factions of dragons?
It's certainly a possibility. I mean, the money dragon, I'm sure, would be more than happy to take on hired assassins.
Something to think about.
I'm not sure how okay I am with the idea of becoming a murderer for hire, but okay.
I mean, just in a scenario where one dragon perhaps is holding the last item needed for the time machine, we would probably trade that in order to complete the reformation, which must become.
You know what? If we run into her, we'll deal with it then.
yeah, we should deal with her sooner or later. She seems she's gonna be a problem eventually.
But right now, that's not our problem. Right now, our problem is finding a hammer.
and jumping off something to do something and not going splat.
I will be happy to go first.
All right, you travel the next day. Takes you really a day and a half. Mid-morning of the second day, you arrive at the pointed place on your map, which is called Jorgenmander's Leap, as you see on the screen.
Oh, Jesus.
It is a precipice. You walk out on it. It's about 100 feet or so out onto this. It's known as Troll's Tongue or Jorgenmander's Leap. You can walk out there. As you approach Jorgenmander's Leap, you see a blue dragon fly overhead. And the blue dragon says, "Don't go there. You're not allowed. I don't want you there. I am my own experiment. I am my own work of art. I don't want easy. Easy doesn't make you grow. Easy doesn't make you think."
So it sounds like the easy thing to do is walk away, but we want to grow, so we must go that way,
Yes.
based on your logic.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
I've told you not to, though.
Not good at following orders.
But I said don't.
Ren will keep walking along it.
Roll initiative.
Yes! Fuck, come back!
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
in the trouble here, I fed my skeletons and my zombies. I fed them octopus, and they slipped it right through the rib cage. It was delicious.
Sorry, Ren, what was yours?
20.
Only
22.
3? 22. Handuk. Handuk, sorry, what was yours?
6.
6. Okay. You see the blue dragon, of course. The blue dragon known as Jorgenmander. Okay, let's do this thing. Master Elion and Bryden.
So I assume the blue dragon is up somewhere and is making hostile motions towards us.
Definitely hostile. Definitely flying all over the place. Probably starts the turn 240 feet away, let's say.
Okay. I will pull out my short bow and shoot it at her then.
All right.
I'm assuming a 13 does not hit though.
That does not hit.
Then I will spend a key point to take the action dodge, and I will move to separate from the group so I'm not with them if she hits us with something.
So you are not on the leap of faith. You are not
unless I can move out further on it.
You can go right to the edge. It's 100 feet long. You can go right to
Okay,
the edge
I'll
of
do
the
that.
Trolls. Okay. Master Elion and Bryden are right on the edge of Troll's Tongue. Mr. Scully.
Mrs. Scully prepares skeletons. Prepare your short bows. When it gets in range, fire. Ghouls. When you see this beast, jump at it and attack it with your claws until you paralyze this creature. If it falls, don't let go. And I will prepare Hex. So if she comes close, I will hex her.
Okay. Ren.
Ren will pull longbow and fire 3 times. And I have no penalty at this distance.
Okay.
So, 21.
That's a hit.
I'll roll damage first. So 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That is a miss.
And then one more.
Clink. Right off the scales.
28.
That is a hit.
That is another 6 points of piercing damage. And I will move to be close to the edge again, where Elion is.
I'm on the edge. All right.
Of glory. Okay.
Okay.
End of turn.
Suddenly. All of a sudden, which was almost a band name, you see from underneath Troll's Tongue itself, you see some very green-fleshed, almost skeletal creatures come up, and they look at you and they give you the stink eye and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oui.
You're going to make a wisdom saving throw against illusions. It's a DC 14. Master Elion, Mr. Scully, and Ren all make your saves.
I made it.
I
You do not have to make it.
28-3.
I fail.
That's a make. Okay. Ren, you fail. Take 4d10 psychic damage. Let's roll that bad boy up. 4d10. That's not nothing.
Nope. But if anyone's going to take it, should be her.
Oof. 30 points. Psychic damage. Okay, you're going to take that damage at the end of every turn.
My brain.
Until you make that save. You are frightened. You are frightened. Which means you have a condition.
Yeah.
And this rollover needs to frightened. Condition. Frightened. Yes, have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And you cannot move willingly closer to the source of the fear. This is problematic because you were on the edge of the tongue and they were not on the edge, which means you're on the edge. The edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. You cannot move away from the edge. Okay. All right. Next, you see from out of the brush on the sides, bowmen, archers. Some of them you recognize from camp. They seem to be in her thrall, and they are going to attack with their bows. Here we go. Long range weapon attacks. That's a miss. And a miss. 16. That's a miss on everybody. 24. Okay, they see Ren is the weak one. She's frightened.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Punishment.
Jeez.
Oh, you want to call Rin the weak one? Oh,
She's been frightened. She's the weak one. 10 points of piercing damage. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
I think she still has more hit points than the rest of you.
Okay, here we go. We're not done. Miss. 18. Does that hit? Ren?
Yes.
It's a hit. 11 points. Here we go. Miss.
Jesus.
Ren,
look out.
another hit. 8 points. One more. This is it. 15. That's a miss. Okay. All right. Now it is Jorgenmander's time. She swoops through. You hear her say, using the Doppler effect, I've been loved and hated, successful and unsuccessful. And I know how meaningless it all is. Therefore, I'll take whatever risks I want. Better to live 1 year as a tiger than 100 years as a sheep. And she attacks. She's going to attack Master Elion. Oh,
Okay. She has disadvantage.
good. She just doesn't like the cut of your jib. There she goes. 25. Hold on. 16. That's a miss?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's a miss. And 17.
That'll hit exactly.
Well, at disadvantage though. And that's a hit. Okay. So 12 points of slashing damage. And also the lightning breath comes through along the exact line. Whoever is on the tongue itself will take, must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
I'm on there, baby.
All right, everybody who's on the tongue.
I crit it. Crit, baby, on my save.
Okay.
I make the save.
Can I attack her before she attacks me with my skeletons?
No,
Because they were ready.
they have ranged weapons.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can. But everyone who is on the tongue will take 55 points of lightning damage, half on a save.
Okay, I saved. You said 16, right? Was the save?
Yep, 16 is the save.
So I saved with a 19.
You'll take a 55 points of lightning damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful.
Question. Does
how
a
to use
17
evasion.
does a 17 hit younger manga there?
It does not.
All
And
skeletons miss.
did your skeletons make their saves, and are they on the tongue?
Well, save or no save, that's not enough hit points before they get disintegrated.
Okay.
They got less than half.
They have
So save or no save, they shoot their bows and then they become a pile of dust.
Yep.
So Ren is bloodied now.
All right.
Bryden does a handstand on the lightning and takes no damage.
Riding the Lightning. Great album. Top 3, definitely. Top 1, arguable. Master of Puppets, probably number 1. Ride the Lightning, probably number 2.
So
Arguable.
Master of
damage?
Puppets. Ugh.
It's arguable that Ride
57?
the Lightning is number 1.
It was 55, and if you made the save half, round
Okay.
it down.
As she
22?
swoops through and hits you with the lightning, she says,
So,
I'm amazing. Okay, Sylvia.
I'm gonna cast Longstrider on myself, and then I'm gonna bonus action dash off the edge of the cliff.
All right.
This is what I want to do. I want to go off the
Wait.
edge.
You're going off the edge. You're taking the leap of faith.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Let's
As
go.
you run by, I'm like, I think you're right.
Worst case, it kills me. I've died before.
Why else would we be here? The Star God has prophesied this.
All right. Handuk.
And therefore, the Star God has prophesied this. Leap of faith. Goodbye, world.
Goodbye, world. Do it. Go ahead. Do it. Do the goodbye, world. Age of the Tarf.
I wish. As I fall down.
Goodbye, world. It's the age of the Tarf. All right,
Yeah.
Tick rushes off. I'm doing it also, and runs off the edge. Master Elion.
So I call out. Elian calls out to Scully. Will you make it?
Definitely.
I'll see you there then. And I jump off the edge.
Mr. Scully.
Who's feared from the edge?
Ren.
Well, she's feared from the ground. She can move to the edge. She can't move away from the edge.
Oh, but she's in the edge so far.
She's on the edge of glory.
Well, I run and take her with me.
Okay, Ren, you allow that to happen?
Let's go, Ren. Grab your hand and just keep going.
Sure.
And we both
She'd like to use
Sometimes I feel so happy. Sometimes I feel so sad. Sometimes I feel so happy, but mostly you just make me mad. Oh girl, you just make me mad. Linger on your pale blue eyes. Said linger on your pale blue eyes. I thought of you as my mountaintop. I thought of you as my peak. I thought of you as everything I've had but couldn't keep. I've had but couldn't keep. Linger on your pale blue eyes. So linger on those blue eyes. If I could make the world as pure, strange as what I see, I'd put you in the mirror I put in front of me. I put in front of me. Linger on your pale blue eyes. Linger on your pale blue eyes.
Okay, you have landed in the middle of. Gosh, you've leaped off of perhaps the most remote place. The air was crisp. It was cold. It was thin. The altitude was high. You were 7,000 feet above sea level, and the very air itself was crisp, and there was no one around. And you've landed in the midst of a city where the air is dense. It is foreign. It is nothing like you've felt ever before. There are people that look nothing like anything you've seen. Anything you've seen.
What is this place?
I don't. Hi, excuse me. Where are we?
Do they look? I'm going to do an insight check.
Who's got? Does anyone know Gith?
If people are speaking Gith, I can understand it.
Oh, I don't.
Tick does, but I can always do a comprehend language if nothing else.
Tick
That's what I
definitely
was-
does.
comprehend
Tick definitely
language.
does.
This is bad. This is very bad. We're strangers in a strange land of unfriendly individuals. We better be nice, I guess, to start with.
This is just out of my element.
Yeah, or just cast comprehend language.
Yeah, Rin will also cast a comprehend language.
I cast a flying disc and I sit on it.
I am going to heal myself and Ren.
Thank you, Handuk.
All right, we need some. Let's just cure wounds. All right, how many hit points do you need?
I have 35 of 121.
Woo!
Jesus.
All right. Well, yeah, the dragon. All
Those
right,
are archers.
I'll give you a heal. 78 hit points.
Okay, that should be fine.
And I'm gonna give myself a cure wounds.
It feels we're in Chinatown.
So Eliam will get someone's attention and very slowly, speaking in Draconic, get someone's attention and ask them where they are. Now, the interesting thing is the words in Draconic worm their way into their head and automatically turn into a language that they understand. So they understand me anyway.
Loading. Rain. That's what's happening inside their brain. That's literally what's happening inside their brain.
Forget about it.
Okay. Interesting.
They don't seem very stuck up. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to have them over for Thanksgiving or something, but
they seem like they're having their own.
I mean, after
time on the
midnight,
left.
They seem friendly enough.
yeah, I need a cup of coffee, you know, before I hang out with these guys. I gotta rest all day long.
They're partying too hard.
Right. Oh man, getting on motorcycles. What's going on here? Are we in the Githyanki capital? Are these cats all Githyankis? Is this what is going on in the city here? Whoa, this is blowing my Duke's mind a little bit here. This is wild. It's like a propaganda film or something. I love it.
Ren is just standing there. This is worse than she goes, this is worse than the dragon's house.
I felt comfortable. People were touching each other.
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of back home in ways.
These
Yes,
people
this
dress
place seems-
differently.
This place seems no stranger than the place I've been traveling.
I mean, it's a different kind of weird, but
That's wild. Ooh.
is someone dying over? Yep. I think someone's dying over there. It's just like home.
Oh, look at that mummy or something.
Oh god, those colors. The face just gave me nightmares.
Oh, this place is cursed.
What just happened?
Oh, this taste and colors.
This is psychedelic.
My senses can only take so much. I'm used to dirt and
Make
Brown
a
farms.
Constitution check. Your senses can only take so much.
13.
15.
It's fine. You
16.
survive.
I survived my
Yeah.
brain.
16.
17.
Okay, you stumble into a bar. It is cold. It is the air is heavy, and yet the temperature is cold. It's very, very foreign. Everything feels weird. Nothing feels comfortable at all. The very bar itself is made of ice. How is it made of ice? Do they freeze it every day? How do they do it? And yet, and also, here you are in this place that is nothing like anywhere you've been.
So who wants shots?
I don't want to get shot. Ow, that sounds painful.
Always.
The leap of faith, it took us here. This is out of the ordinary. My eyes hurt just looking at this stuff. I'm all used to grays and blacks.
Yeah, you're gonna come have shots with me, and you will feel better.
This is a place of
I feel like I'll get hurt.
I feel as if we are in the lair of an ice demon.
So Ren is going to look for a place that she can crawl up high on, with a stealth of 17, trying not to be noticed.
You see a red door and you want to paint it black. No colors anymore. You want them to turn black. I see the girls walk by dressed in their summer clothes. Why? If this is an ice bar, you have to turn your head until your darkness goes. Shots.
Yes. Yes, my good man.
What?
Yes. 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 I must steel myself.
I don't know where I am or anything else, but this is a bar. I need shots and just maybe some music. Yes.
Yes, that
Shots
would
and music.
be.
That makes everything better. That's universal.
Yes, and Sylvia, you know what I was thinking about is if we were able to capture some of these weapons, the Nobelium weapons, and targeted attacks on these certain dragons.
This is weird. I'm freaking out, man. I'm freaking out.
Hey. It's okay. Things are gonna be fine. Just trust me.
Yes.
I
And-
hyperventilate inside my jacket.
As I'm talking to Mr. Scully, let me see what. Okay. I need you to make a wisdom save. I'm trying to charm you.
Wisdom save. I cannot. I don't think I can be charmed.
Oh, crap.
Hold on.
I'm basically just. Or I guess I could do friends and then try to persuade you things are okay.
Elian will just strike up a conversation with someone and start finding out what's going on.
Yeah, we'll do that in a persuasion. We'll do that instead.
Oh, I have advantage to your save. Hold on. Rolling.
Okay, you know what? I try to make you feel better. It's not working.
I
I just
create-
shot down your throat.
I create a minor
resist.
illusion of myself hyperventilating and hyperventilate with my illusion. So we both hyperventilating together.
Let the record show I tried to help.
We don't get many MPs around here.
I don't pee on anything. I'm sorry. I didn't pee. I'm sorry. She's telling me to shoot. I'm gonna get shot. I'm gonna pee. Oh God.
PMPs. Oh, we have PMPs. PMPs.
What he's saying?
I think he means we are foreigners.
Is that obvious?
People seem to recognize me as a foreigner everywhere I go.
Mr. World, I look around. Are we the only non-Githyanki in the place?
You are.
Oh Jesus Christ. We stick out like a sore thumb. Hyperventilate.
Do an insight check.
All right. Sylvia, you got the 10.
Okay, I'm rolling.
I can't roll.
Oh
I
my
hyperventilate.
god! That's a nat one. I am too busy downing shots to ignore Mr. Scully to notice
They're
anything.
very cold. They're crisp. And you feel like maybe I overpaid for the extra good stuff when it's all frozen anyway, and I can't taste any of it till it gets to my stomach.
Mm.
But maybe it'll be less painful in the morning.
Maybe.
That way you can get hammered, and then the next morning you don't feel as bad.
This is what we tell ourselves.
I don't have my goals. I
That's
don't have
what
my
you tell yourself. It never works out, though.
Ren pops up next to Handuk. Is that what it means by hammer of retribution?
This is, yes, the hammer of the morning retribution.
Well, that's what we're here for, yes?
Yes, well, it's in some circles. Yes, the morning comes with a quake in the mind.
So, do we just have to bring the drinks back to the gnome then, so that he can have the hammer of retribution?
Get hammered.
No, this is what you must do. You must drink many of these. Now, Mr. Elian, you must only drink such a small portion of one. It would be certain death for you to poison yourself.
This is poison? Oh God!
In some certain ways.
Scully,
Yes?
I love you, but you're killing the vibe. Just go with it. Just have the shot.
I
No
don't have.
worries.
I do not have my
Yet-
skeletons. I don't have my ghouls.
Killing the
Leave them
vibe,
alone.
and yet you will bring the vibe back from the dead.
Enjoy this time we have.
I have honed my body so that it is able to deal with poisons.
I do not drink at all. I look at it and I grab a stick and I push it away.
I absolutely drink. I will drink Scully's.
And I cheer as you drink it. God, you took that poison away from me.
Back in Matria, when I was a little boy, we used to sometimes take all the rotten vegetables, we put in a big pile, and then we would just burrow into there after the worms had dug into it. Because that's when the worms are juiciest, when they got the freshest kind of vegetable.
What are you talking about?
The freshest, rottenest vegetables are the best for the worms.
I'm confused.
Don't ever forget that. Do you understand?
Of course.
That's ancient wisdom I'm passing upon you from Matria.
That's just survival.
I think at this point I'm walking away from our group and finding a new group.
Where's she going?
If there's any groups that are like singing or like
Yeah,
having
you walk
fun,
up to a group and you hear crimson flames tied through my ears, rolling high, and mighty traps pounced with fire on flaming lips. Use ideas as my maps. We'll meet on edges soon, said I, proud neath the heated brow. But I was so much older then.
Oh, Lord.
Younger than that now. Wrecked with prejudice, leaped forth, ripped down all hate. I screamed lies that life is black and white. Spoke from my skull. I dreamed romantic facts of musketeers, foundationed deep somehow. But I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Girls' faces formed in the forward path from phony jealousy to memorizing politics of ancient history. Flung down from corpse evangelists. On thought of somehow. But I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. A self-ordained professor's tongue, too serious to fool, spouted out that liberty is just equality in school. Equality. I spoke the word as if a wedding vow. But I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. In a soldier's stance, I aim my hand at the mongrel dogs who teach, fearing not that I become my enemy. In the instance that I preach, my existence led by confusion boats, mutiny from stern to bow. But I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Yes, my God stood hard when abstract threats too noble to neglect deceived me into thinking that I had something to protect. Good and bad, I define these terms quite clear, no doubt, somehow. But I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now.
What just happened?
I give a small applause. That was pretty good.
That's right.
I jumped my jaw out.
I'm confused.
It reminded me of a song.
I scratched my beard.
I see a look confused.
That was...
What are we doing here?
Drinking?
No.
Trying to-
What is our purpose here?
To get hammered. Or the hammer.
For some reason, we've decided to just start entertaining ourselves in this ice realm.
As
believe-
I can see.
We've traveled, obviously, quite a far way from our homes, and now it's as if we're in a totally different universe.
Yes. But with a purpose.
Yes. We were supposed to take the leap of faith,
We did.
but for what?
To arrive here.
For
And-
what?
It should reveal itself to us.
If I go around and just listen in on conversations in the bar, do I get like the same thread of what the guy was talking about?
What do you mean?
Like, the little, we'll call it speech, since I'm not sure if he was actually singing or what. I just kind of want to listen in on what conversations are going on.
Right.
Walk around.
So here's what you get. There was a musical section. That speech, we'll call it, was the lyrics of that musical performance.
Okay.
And Mr. World, who was the actual singer? Can you describe him? Her?
Yeah. Gith person. I don't know if you've met, have any of you met any Gith? I will say that protecting the leap of faith, there were some Gith. They actually did the psychic attack against you.
On the bridge? On
the troll tongue, yep.
Yep. I
Yep.
thought it was illusionary.
Okay.
Yes, it seems to me that we need to get some inside information.
Elion will look for the most drunk-looking group and join in and converse and drink with them just to get a better feel for why they're here and, where we're located.
All right. You're there. They do a lot of you comprehend languages, right?
It's contained. Like, I can understand any language spoken, and anytime I speak, if they speak a language, they can understand me. It's continuous all the time.
Okay. There's a lot of you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. There's a lot of just like bonding bullshit language.
That sounds fun.
This is truly horrifying.
Does there seem to be like any like with some typical bar behavior of, the feats of strength, like the arm wrestling table, that sort of thing in this environment?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Seems possible, right? There's an arm wrestling contest in one of the booths.
Excellent. So Ren is going to approach that and try and become involved and try and get information while she's there.
Okay. They because you look nothing like anyone else here. You're invited in. You are. You have next immediately, and let's do an athletics check.
All right.
That is a 22.
Let's see.
11 is not
I
going to
did not roll well, but let me see. No, I'll have to take that.
All right, you got smashed.
That's okay. She'll laugh it off. That was easy.
All right. They do a charisma check because you lose so gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
You do fine. They like you just fine. Go do a performance check.
Okay, it's better than my
I mean, you've lost, so now it's time to play it off that you've lost.
Yeah, she's terrible. I mean, she's played it off that she's lost.
Yeah, it's pretty humiliating at this point.
Well, absolutely.
It's time to slink away.
Mm-hmm. That
self-ordained professor's done too serious to feel fool. Spouted out that liberty is just equality in school. All right. Anyone else?
Okay, I guess at this point, if we're just trying to make nice with these people in hopes they'll tell us things, I'll just find a quiet corner and start strumming my lute.
Okay. All right. Do a performance check. What are you trying to play?
Oh, I will have to figure that out because that's a nat 20. I got 32.
Oh, nat 20.
Jesus, bring the house down over
The
here.
world is your oyster, and yet you're not on the world.
Yeah.
I love lute music.
This one's my favorite song.
I hide inside my coat.
Okay. Screw it, we'll do this. Works.
Feel my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream, but life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. Well, that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over. Get along with when I'm wiser and I'm older. You're trying all this time I was finding myself, and I didn't know I was lost. No, I ain't much of a poet, but I know somebody once told me to seize the moment and don't squander it, 'cause you never know when it all could be over tomorrow, so I keep conjuring. Sometimes I wonder where these thoughts come from. My OCD is conking me in the head, keep knocking, nobody's home, I'm sleepwalking. Just relaying with the voice in my head saying, don't shoot the messenger, I'm just friends with. So wake me up when it's all over. Get along with when I'm wiser and I'm older. You're trying all this time I was finding myself, and I crazy. Didn't know I was crazy. Well, that's nothing. I didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was lost. Friends with the monsters. No, I was lost. I'm friends with the monsters. I didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was lost. I'm friends with the monster that's under my bed. Get along with the voices inside of my head. You're trying to save me, stop holding your breath. And you think I'm crazy, yeah, you think I'm crazy. Well, that's nothing. Didn't know I was lost. Well, that's nothing. I didn't know I was lost. Well, that's nothing. I didn't know I was lost. I didn't know I was lost.
Yeah. Sylvia.
Elian will dance to
Just
that
walking
music.
into not just a new
Bravo.
town, not just a new town, not just a new city, not just a new region, just walking into an entirely different plane of existence, busting out the loot and just dropping it like it's hot in an ice bar. Dropping it like it's hot in an ice bar, that's not a thing that people do. The amount of arrogance, nay, courage, let's be self-confidence. Let's just call it self-confidence that it takes to just pull out a loot in an ice bar in a different plane of existence entirely and just capture the hearts and the minds of the people. And there's just something about the 4/4 time that just is universal, right? Am I right, Stern and God?
You're right.
These Githyanki should be so lucky to hear such melodious sounds from the prime material plane of Benalia.
The PMP? What?
I think by the end, the shots have worn off. I realize the mistake I have made and just kind of roll with it. And start chatting up people for information.
I wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is a prize. They feed you back your own lyrics. They've never heard it before, and yet they were moved by it with that natural 20. You have arrived in the astral plane. What? And you have survived in it. And here we go. And here we pick up next week.
Sometimes I feel so happy. Sometimes I feel so sad. Sometimes I feel so happy, but mostly you just make me mad. Oh girl, you just make me mad. Linger on your pale blue eyes. Said linger on your pale blue eyes. I thought of you as my mountaintop. I thought of you as my peak. I thought of you as everything I've had but couldn't keep. I've had but couldn't keep. Linger on your pale I could make the world as pure, strange as what I see, I'd put you in the mirror I put in front of me. I put in front of me. Linger on, your pale blue eyes. Linger on, your pale blue eyes.
By the way, shout out to Justice, one of the kids from the Paul Green Rock Academy, sang this song for this campaign. This is specially recorded for this campaign. He recorded it a year ago because I didn't know when the party would actually make it to the astral plane. So he and I have been talking about this for a year. But I knew this was the song I wanted as you took the leap of faith into the astral plane. That is Pale Blue Eyes by the Velvet Underground, performed by Justice, who performed for years for the Paul Green Rock Academy, which the movie The School of Rock was based on. Paul Green. Shout out to Jack Black, who played Paul in the movie. Many people don't know that The School of Rock was a movie made based on a real person. Paul is a good friend of mine. Justice is one of his students. I'm not sure he still is. I'm actually going to see them in about a week or so up here in New England. So, yeah, that I've been waiting for a year to play that song in this campaign. So, thank you, and you're welcome.
You're very patient.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah, Justice killed it, and I've just been holding it for. It's just that moment where Jorgamander, with her pale blue eyes, sort of pushes everyone over the leap of faith to go into the stars and into the astral plane. All right, what do we got?